I'd like to start this video off by trying to do my best Cole Caufield impression, if I may. Let's try this out. That assist to Slafkovsky was absolutely ridiculous. Let's try to replicate it right here.
What's going on, you guys? The Montreal Canadiens win again against the New Jersey Devils, and I hope you like my stick handling there because I'm not that good at it, but I certainly try my best. First of all, quick birthday shout out to my mom, Diane. Happy birthday, Mom. Love you very much. It was nice to see you tonight, and hopefully you see this. I'm sure if Dad watches this, he'll pass along the greeting. And you know, I said happy birthday already several times today, but I just wanted to pass that on. 71 years young. God love you. You're the best. You're the best. These Habs, man, they're interesting, aren't they? So the Canadiens now sit 4 points out of the final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. I say it that way because I want to. That's why. So a lot to get to in this game. Joshua Waugh leading the Montreal Canadiens in shots tonight with 5. Cole Caufield, game-winning goal. 3-game goal streak, 4-game point streak. Juraj Slafkovsky, back-to-back goals again in back-to-back games. How you doing? How you doing, Slav? I know you're doing well, but it wasn't Slav. You saw my horrible stick handling trying to impersonate Cole. I mean, that eye-hand coordination. Remember when Caufield in the playoffs? Remember when Cole Caufield got signed by the Montreal Canadiens in March of 2021 after he finished his season in college, right? We all saw what happened with Wisconsin and how he had a great season to finish off, and then got signed by the Canadiens, and then immediately went to the Canadiens, 2 games in Laval, and then boom to the Habs. And then in the playoffs, I believe it was in the Vegas series, you saw Caufield trying to balance a golf ball with his stick, working on his eye-hand coordination. And it's because of plays like this that you see it working to full effect, and it was fantastic.
Needs to come down on a forecheck. Dawes throws it in behind the net, and watch Caufield turn the stick over in midair.
That play, that pass to Slafkovsky was one of the best plays you're going to see all season, I think. And I mean that sincerely from an NHL perspective. Cole Caufield's an all-star. He should be an all-star. He got off to a bit of a slower, touch and go start to the season, hot and cold start to the season. So he didn't really earn enough all-star ballots, but certainly he's going to be at the all-star game one day. And I know it's a small thing and not everybody cares about the all-star game, but I want to see the guy at the all-star game. I want to see him there one day because you can't be a player like that, pulling off moves like that, and not be considered an all-star to me. And he's putting the numbers up again too. He's got his 14th of the season to get the game-winning goal, but there's a lot more to talk about in this game. So we're going to talk about, well, we just talked about the opening goal, which was from Juraj Slafkovsky, his 6th of the season from Cole Caufield off that ridiculous backhand pass off the glass. Just the timing, the eye-hand coordination was amazing. It was something. Cole is turning heads again tonight. But not only that, Joshua Waugh. So we skip right ahead to the second period, and Sean Monahan, with just the veteran wisdom experience, outweights Simon Nemec, 2nd overall pick behind Juraj Slafkovsky, his buddy from Slovakia. And by the way, this puck made in Slovakia. If I could show it to you, I will. Actually, you know what? I think I'll try, just because I get distracted sometimes, I know. But you can see it. The focus will get in there in a second. Made in Slovakia. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm just going to do it one more time. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned in for a second, guys. It's coming. I swear. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. I'm sorry. I know I get distracted sometimes and I just have to interject there a bit. Anyways, so Simon Nemec misplays this pass from Sean Monahan, and you see Joshua Waugh streaking in. You figure, Monahan is just going to, I don't know. You kind of saw the whole time he was looking to pass the Joshua Waugh. As soon as you saw Waugh come in, he's getting the puck, right? And then by the time he got the puck, Waugh just buries it into the right side empty net, basically the empty side of the cage there, if you will, and is able to beat Nico Dawes for his first career NHL goal. And of course, Josh gets the post-game interview with my buddy, my friend, Kyle Bukauskas. Kyle's going to be covering every Habs game right now. It's awesome. But he gets the post-game interview with Josh, and he credits actually feeling like more of a part of the team as to, how he was able to get more involved and get more shots on goal, and then produce his first NHL point, first NHL goal in just his third NHL game. So hats off to Joshua Wawa. The Wawa sales have to be hitting the charts for Hockey Junkie. Go check out his shirt on the Hockey Junkie page. I'm going to have to get one of his shirts pretty soon, man. I mean, Matt and I are such good buddies now. It's like, anyways, Matt, if you're watching, I love you, man. Go to his page and buy a shirt, darn it. All right. Continuing on. So the New Jersey Devils minus, Dougie Hamilton, Jack Hughes, these guys were missing some players tonight, right? I mean, like, these guys have been pretty much missing players in and out of the lineup for a good chunk of this season. And when you have Jack Hughes, one of the best players I consider right now in the NHL, a guy that I consider a Hart Trophy candidate in the first part of this season, when he's not in the lineup, it just makes a major difference, right? I mean, this guy's a game breaker. Jack Hughes is one of the most talented players in the NHL, one of the most fun players to watch in the NHL, frankly. He's a point-producing machine. I mean, even with him injured right now, I'm just going to pull this up because I do have Jack Hughes in one of my hockey pools. With him injured now, he still has 15 goals, 30 assists for 47 points in 44 games for New Jersey. And who else is injured right now too? No, that's Dallas actually. So it's actually just Dougie Hamilton and Jack Hughes that are injured right now, but it's just crazy the difference it makes when Jack is not in the lineup. And Dougie's obviously a great veteran defenseman as well. So having those guys out makes a difference. And that's why the Canadiens had to take advantage of that in this game, and that's what they did. But New Jersey clawed their way back into the game, right? So we saw that in the second period with Nick Suzuki's high sticking penalty. Luke Hughes getting his 8th goal of the season, a very nice shot, frankly, a perfectly placed point shot that just deflected in past Samuel Montembeault and then gave the Devils life, of course. And then on that very same power play, Alexander Holtz gets his 11th from Simone Nemec, who has his 7th assist on the season. And Dawson Mercer draws an assist on that goal as well, a one-timer where, the coverage maybe wasn't perfect. It wasn't great, but New Jersey scores anyway, so they do. Good pace to this game, by the way. I mean, I continue to be impressed with Jaden Struble. I just love the way the guy plays. There's a really interesting stat that we need to throw out there, but by the way, for the Montreal Canadiens, they are now 12-0 when leading after the second period. The lead they didn't keep, but when they're leading after the second period, they are 12-0. So the Canadiens are 12-0, a crazy stat for them, right? So we get to the third period and 15:29 into it, Cole Caufield from Jordan Harris and Sean Monahan on a play that Joshua Wass started, and then he went off for a line change to bring on number 22, this guy right up here, for a line change. And it's nice to see Caufield get goals at 5-on-5, not just a game-winning goal in overtime. And you saw the shot from Jordan Harris. Sean Monahan just quietly gets it over to Cole Caufield right at the goal mouth, and he just slides it in, gets past the defender, and gets that winning goal for the Canadiens. I mean, hats off to Cole for just pushing through times when you're not scoring, when you're not producing, and you're just, being criticized. And that's just the way it goes. That's going to happen no matter what, no matter who you are. But when you're getting paid, which Caufield is now, then the expectations are going to go up. And now he's on a more, closer pace to he's on a closer 30 goal pace now than he was just a couple of weeks ago, right? So he's got his 14th of the season. And his assist to Slafkovsky was his 19th assist of the season as well. So Cole's having himself a pretty decent season, 35 points in 44 games. So not disappointing numbers so far for Cole. What else do we want to mention? The Canadiens only had one power play in this game, and they were 0 for 1 on it. We saw Justin Barron come in for Jonathan Kovacevic in this game. Didn't see a lot from Justin Barron. It didn't really feel like I noticed him very much, which maybe is a good thing because we noticed him a lot when he was playing and making mistakes. We would always catch him making mistakes, as some of you continue to point out. But, I'm continuing to be impressed with Jaden Struble. I still love the way he's playing. Mike Matheson, steady out there also. And Caden Gooley actually almost had a giveaway to basically tie this game. Or I don't know if the Habs were already up 3-2, but Caden Gooley had a giveaway right near the end of this game that could have resulted in a scoring. It resulted in a scoring chance, but not a goal, obviously, which would have tied the game or gave the Devils a lead. I can't remember the exact sequence there, but regardless, the Canadiens are going to go right back at it tomorrow night against the Ottawa Senators, who are not in a good place. And you know Ottawa wants to show up against Montreal. Montreal's been pretty good on the road this season. They're 10-7. I don't know about their overtime record exactly, but they're 10-7, and they've played really well on the road overall. So we'll see what they can do against Ottawa. I suspect that Caden Primo will get the start for the Canadiens tomorrow in Ottawa. I think it would just make a lot of sense, unless you want to, put Jake Allen back in again just to showcase him. But I don't think you need to at this point. It's still early. I mean, teams know what they have in Jake Allen in a sense too. It's like, anyway, but I think Caden Primo is going to get the start in Ottawa tomorrow after Sammy Boy shut the door for the Canadiens tonight as best as he could, of course. Sam posting a .933 save percentage, stopping 28 of 30 shots for the Montreal Canadiens. And honestly, like, he didn't get enough credit in this video, me talking about Sam Montembeault. He played excellent and made some really good saves in this game and really only gave up the goals on the power play and nothing at even strength. Sam Montembeault continuing to prove that he can be and is the Montreal Canadiens' #1 goaltender. And the Canadiens sit 4 points out of a wild card spot, and it's January 17th. You're probably watching us on January 18th now. But the point being is that the Canadiens are still in it. They're still relevant. And, getting to Super Bowl weekend, which I always love those afternoon Super Bowl weekend games. They're always fun. My sister's going to be at the game in Ottawa tomorrow. She's going to be at both Super Bowl games too. As the Thompson family gets to more Canadiens games overall in the seasons coming ahead, as I've let you guys know about. Yeah. So I want to let you guys know I'll also be in Kingston this weekend. I'm actually going to be meeting, as much as you guys make fun of me sometimes for copying Steve Dangle. Well, I'm going to meet Steve Dangle. Adam and Jesse are the guys at SDPN for a cool meet and greet this weekend. I'll be broadcasting, not broadcasting, but I'll be doing possibly a live post-game show after the Bruins-Canadiens game on Saturday. So check that out. Shane Gaumont of the Sick Podcast, formerly of Habs Tonight, my partner in crime, will be joining me for a pregame or a postgame. Haven't decided quite yet, but I'll be doing probably a couple videos on Saturday, a pregame and a postgame from the hotel in Kingston before I go up and meet the boys at STPN on Sunday for a meet and greet and a podcast recording, actually. So that'll be fun too. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Go Habs, go. Stay encouraged. You're encouraged, right? You're encouraged. We talked about this last video. Stay encouraged. Keep cheering them on to win. We need them to keep winning and building a winning culture. It's going to get more and more fun. Let's do this. Talk to you guys soon.